The Leviathan was dying, not from the chains, from what the chains were doing. Karthus had woven the runes differently this time. They did not just bind, they drained. Every pulse of the creature's ancient heart fed light into the capital's towers. The city had never been safer, never been richer, and never been more dependent. Meren stood beneath the suspended titan of the sea, iron spears the size of watchtowers piercing scale and bone. Each breath it took shook the cliffs. Its eye found hers again. Still no hatred, only question. Behind her the council gathered. If you free it, the towers fall. The floodgates fail. The frost titan in the north advances unchecked. Thousands will die. If you leave it bound, we become the very thing we swore to end. Karthus stepped forward calmly. One life, he said, gesturing to the Leviathan. For a kingdom. But it was not one life. The frost titan was already marching south, drawn by the Leviathan's agony. The ocean churned violently against its chains. The land trembled. Meren finally understood. The world had been balanced by suffering. Remove one chain, and the weight shifted. Break them all too quickly, and everything collapsed. There was only one path left. She climbed the iron scaffolding, climbed until she stood upon the Leviathan's massive skull, wind tearing at her cloak. The rune core pulsed at the center of the binding array, a heart of forged iron powered by a living conduit chosen by bloodline. Royal bloodline. Karthus went pale. You wouldn't. Meren drew the ceremonial blade of her house. If the world demands a chain, she said, voice steady, then let it be one that chooses to hold. She drove the blade into her own chest, not to die, to anchor. Her blood flooded the rune core, the iron blazed white. The draining stopped, the chains did not vanish, they transformed. No longer spears of torture, but threads of covenant, bound to her life alone. The Leviathan roared, not in pain, but in power, restored. The towers dimmed. The city trembled as its stolen light vanished. But the frost in the north halted. The sea calmed. Balance returned. Meren collapsed against warm, scaled bone as the Leviathan lowered its head around her protectively. She had made her choice. No more forced sacrifices, no more stolen divinity. From that day forward, the chains would hold only as long as she lived. And every ruler after her would face the same question.